Okay, welcome all of you to this wonderful day meditation to awaken cosmic self. It's really happy to say the word cosmic self. When we hear the word cosmic self, something expanding here. So, actually, first I talk for 1 minute, then we do a small meditation, then we continue with a concept of awaken the cosmic self for collective dharma. So when we talk about dharma, definitely there is adharma. Okay. So to talk about the cosmic self, one of the prime aspect we recently found out is emotional evolution. Emotionally, we need to evolve. Emotional evolution is a way your inner being naturally grow. It's a natural growth. It's not a growth which can be penetrating from outside. It's something we evolved naturally. Evolution is actually a natural process. Whether you did something, whether you are not doing something, you are evolving actually. Even you are static, still you are evolving. Because we can't stop the process of evolution. Only important thing we are all doing in the process of spiritual science is to be aware about our evolution. We can evolve by sleeping, we can evolve by awakening. Okay. So awakening gives a lot of experience. We can enjoy, we can learn. But when you are sleeping, okay, you can simply dream. You never felt yourself is real. Because whenever you are in deep sleep, you connect to your cosmic self in the deep sleep state. That time is called delta state. But we are not aware. That's why we are not enjoying that self. Once you wake up, once you come out of the sleep, you are the old person. You are not changed into who you really are. But so many evolution happens inside, even in sleep. That's why deep sleep is so important. The evolution of emotion or emotional evolution is we are growing to be more honest with ourselves. In another word is true to our own self. So how it is collectively influenced, because the field of truth, when you are dishonest, and a lot of people are dishonest, the truth of field of energy is shrink, and it experience a lot of suffering in the collective, because we know that nowadays there is a lot of dishonesty. Dishonesty means it's not I'm talking just outside, dishonest to oneself. So the emotional evolution only make you emotionally mature enough. Mature enough means to handle the life. So understand spirituality is not to run away from the life, not to fight with the life, not to take flight, not to be freeze, not to be in a standby mode, being more facing the life, to face, to encounter. Even for example, if you saw a snake, either you can fight, you can take a stick and kill the snake, you can fight, or you can run away. But the more graceful thing a person experiences is when you can face, and if you can take it, if you can hold a snake, if you can hug a snake, the experience is much deeper. Maybe so many of you may feel like, oh, I also want to experience this. Especially when you encounter a lion or a tiger, when you encounter a tsunami, we all want to be that dare, adventurous devil inside, the power to face the life. So the evolution, the emotional evolution is our ability to face the life. For that, we need to expand our heart center. So more and more we connecting to our truth, we reach to a cosmic order. That cosmic order help to experience the dharma. Okay. So first we can have a small meditation to connect to our true energy. How we can connect to our true energy? Very easy, very simple. Only thing is, first we close our eyes. Seeing ourselves, we can see the mirror of ourselves outside when you open your eyes. But once you close your eyes, you are closing your eyes towards the mirror. You don't need a mirror. You start seeing yourself. Look into yourself. The first state of yourself is, we all know it, is in the form, is in our own name. That is our body. So when you close your eyes, the first thing you can observe is your own body. That's the first reality of yourself. So you can observe your head. The head is real. You can experience it. How you can experience your head? Through sensations, through feelings. Sensation can be heaviness, sensation can be lightness, tinkling, vibration, itching, pain, numbness, expansion, contraction. So, whatever the sensation which you are experiencing is making you feel that you are alive. You are in this moment. You are feeling your body. At the same time, when you connect your sensation, you are connecting to your deeper aspect from your body to your feeling, the another layer. So once you close your eyes, you feel your head. Very quickly, you can feel your forehead, feeling your eyes, whatever the sensation, you're not changing that. You just feel it, experience it, experience your ears, experience your nose, experience your cheeks, lips, upper lip, lower lip. You can relax your tongue on the lower palate, because when the tongue is in the upper palate, we keep on speaking inside. Once your tongue is relaxed in the lower palate, your inner conversation slowly and gradually relaxed. Down and down to your chin, down and down to neck and throat area, shoulders and arms. When you observe your shoulders, even you can observe and understand the weight you are carrying from your past, from your parents, from your ancestors, all the burdens of life. You can simply acknowledge whatever you are carrying in your shoulders, in your arms. Your capability to handle life is in your arms. And completely feel the support in your spine by observing your upper back, middle back, lower back. chest area, abdomen area, down and down through your hip, buttocks, genitals, thighs, knees, calf muscles, ankles, and toes. Slowly, gradually connecting with your breath. With each and every breath, you feel the in breath and out breath. When the breath is coming to you, you can say to yourself, I allow myself to grow. When you are exhaling, the breath is releasing, you can say to yourself, I release shame for changing. With each and every in breath, you can say, I allow myself to grow. And each and every exhalation, I release shame for changing. In that space, you can deeply observe that we are taught that real love never changes, that staying the same is loyalty and sacrifice is a virtue. So you can listen to all the voice which coming from your past is telling you that real love never change. When you are in love, it stays always static. It's not changing. And being same means you are loyal. When you are changing, you are disloyal. When you sacrifice yourself, you gain some virtue. You are so near to God. In this moment, you completely tell to yourself that I am ready to open my heart to deeper truth. That being emotionally evolving means I need to change. I need to be like a river, flow like a river. You can feel that you are not a machine inside. You are an ever changing energy. You are just like a river. Your love is simply a flow. It changes the shape, deepens. You can completely say no to all the lie you listened for a long time. The lie that when we change, especially in love, we are bad, not trustworthy, or we are selfish. You can say no to this lie. You can say no to the lie of certain securities bound to you. To being safe, to being secure, you need to be obedient. We are not here to suppress ourselves. We are here to express, experience ourselves, especially inside. Give permission to inside whatever you feel, and feeling coming from each part of your own self. And completely allowing and understanding in your heart that our purpose is not to stay loyal to our past, but to stay loyal to this present moment. This moment is where our consciousness resides. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, it's in this now. So be in your center, Be in your breath. Feel the breath, which is ever changing, which is not static. Sometimes it is so deep, sometimes it is so shallow. Sometimes you can hear the voice of your breath. Sometimes you are unable to hear the voice. It becomes more subtler, more deeper, being more intuitive. You just feel, you just know that I'm breathing or the breath is there. So completely acknowledge that subtlest part of yourself. Completely reclaiming that deep, honest self inside, which can align ourselves to the cosmic order, to our cosmic self. Just intent in today's session, meditation, and completely intending to whatever you are listening, whatever you are getting, you can allow it, even it is against our conditioning, our previous orders. Now you can allow it to make a shift inside you from who you believe you are to who you really are. Just intend that I really love to experience and explore who I am truly. Just connect to the center of your heart, be in the silence, becoming a vessel for cosmic order. Just feel like I'm ready to channel, I'm ready to listen, I'm ready to receive the beautiful energy which want to create an inner order, inner harmony, inner shift, inner transformation. And when you are ready, you can slowly, gradually rubbing your palms, place on your eyes and open your eyes. Yeah. So today we are sharing the topic to align with the collective, what is blocking? The one thing which is blocking is the shame on emotional evolution. Sometimes the shame is not just existing as shame, it will accompany with guilt, fear, and grief. But it all come from a big lie, the lie of our own self, that we need to be stay sane. There are three things which is love, loyalty, and identity. We feel it is a frame and it need to be permanent. There is a beautiful ritual in Buddhist. They created a mandala. A lot of time. They spend a lot of time meditating. They're creating a beautiful mandala. And at the end of that mandala, They completely destroy that mandala. So, what they are trying to say to the world is the law of impermanence. Nothing is permanent. When you believe that something is permanent, you are living a life which is lie. When you believe that, oh, my body, which is permanent, one day you understand you are lying. Oh, I am a lie. You are dying. You died. You realize that it's a big lie. Oh, I am going to live for another 1,000 years. No, there is some time frame. There is some moments we created in everything in our life has some deep purpose. In relationships, everything has time, even including your talent. You fix some frame. Once you deep on doing, some people they started acting in movies, lot of time acting, lot of, and sometime after some time it's finished. When they are not taking the decision of ending, universe will interfere in some other way. So who is the universe? We are the universe, not somebody. We are the one who is the universe which is testing us. When you change a belief, when you make a change in yourself, who is testing you? Universe. And who is the universe? We are the universe. There is no outside universe is testing you. No outside things are doing anything to you. We are the one. We keep on working in ourselves to realize who we really are. But once you feel that something is permanent, for example, people always say the statement, true love never fades. When you are in true love, it's eternal. It's a lie. Even I read in Osho, he sarcastically shared that it's a big lie because it changes. When you feel it's a static, no, it's a lie. It changes. Sometimes preference changes. Your preference. How many of you experience when you are a child? You said to your mother that I love sambar. Oh, I want it. I love avial. I like it. So next day also your mother made that. Next day also your mother, okay, because you love it. And one day you said, I don't like it. Today I like something else. What they are going to share. Maybe when you are the blessed one, your parents never said anger or they are unhappy with you. They said, okay, my dear child, I will make you what you love. But we feel that, okay, if your parent is nice with you, sometimes your teacher are not nice with you. Sometimes the world is not nice with you. If you immediately change your preference, what they are going to say that you are a liar. Nobody can trust you. How can I trust you? Because you are changing. So that's the reason when someone is telling you that meditation means you sit silently and observe your breath. Okay, I sit. I started observing my breath. Breath is changing. Breath is not the same. So we said to ourselves, how can I trust this breath? I don't want to sit with this breath because I can't trust it. So we don't want to meditate. Very simple practice, meditation, but we don't like to meditate because breath is changing. When you enter into a relationship, first day the person is smiling, second day smiling, third day smiling, and the fourth day the anger is coming out. And immediately you say, I don't want this relationship. It is not trustworthy. Or people are promising. We are all also doing that. In love, we say, oh, I am always with you. Yeah, in promise. For the drama, we like to share something like that. It doesn't mean that I am always with you. and next day you are going to die. And immediately the other person feels, you betrayed me. How can you go from this world? Why can't? We can change, we can move, but when you are not giving freedom to yourself, you are not going this freedom to anybody in this world. So interesting thing is, especially when you are a child, your preference, what I mean by preference is your love always change, right? In your kindergarten, you say, oh, I like this friend, I love this friend. And in the first standard, you say, I love that friend. It's natural. But what your parents or your elders or someone says to you, how can you betray that person in the KG? You are a betrayer. You abandoned. So we are programmed like this. And we are suffered our love inside. We are not allowing our love to evolve. When you are not allowing your love to evolve, you never allow the love of other to evolve. You are keep on conditioning, you are blaming other person. So whenever you go deeper inside, I always explore the aspect of abandonment, because when I'm a child, I felt my mother abandoned me. My mother betrayed me. I felt. But when I explore the deeper truth, who is abandoning is not my mother. First person who is abandoning is myself. I am abandoning myself. So who is betraying is first person is myself. That's the reason Ramana Maharshi simply said the word that there are no others. It doesn't mean that, okay, if I am the only one existing and whatever you are existing is a ghost. No. We are all existing, but there are no others. So that's why we need to take the responsibility of our choice. So to taking the responsibility of our choice help us to connecting to our cosmic self. What is the cosmic self? We have different bodies. I'm not talking this topic a lot, but once we can take a session on this topic, that the first body is called Annamaya Kosha, the physical body. Second body is called Pranamaya Kosha, pranic body, energetical body. 72,000 to 350,000 nadis it is created. And the third body is called astral body, Manomaya Kosha. And the fourth body is called Vijnanamaya Kosha. All our wisdom are stored in that Vijnanamaya Kosha. Fifth body is called the Anandamaya Kosha. Your bliss is coming from the Anandamaya Kosha. And the sixth body is called cosmic body. Then comes Nirvana, nirvanic body, the seventh body. The cosmic body is you understand that you and this cosmos is one. Or in other word, it is called Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Brahman. In the nirvanic body, you realize that Sarvam Kalpidam Brahmamayam. Everything is Brahman. Means if I am that cosmic self, you are the cosmic self. He is the cosmic self. Everyone is the cosmic self. But what happened? Once you realize, you come down. Actually, our journey is up and down journey. That is simply mentioned in the process called Sri Chakra. In Sri Chakra, it's mentioned there. In the beginning, it is full of outside world, all the senses and everything, and keep on moving higher and higher. The place where you reach, you experience emptiness. The word is mentioned in the Sri Chakra is Bindu, empty, nothingness. But in that nothingness, this is our mind can't perceive. In that nothingness, everything is existing. Whatever you want is existing in that nothingness. Only thing we need to do is observe. That's the reason in Vedanta, it is mentioned that only two things exist in the world. An observer and the observed. So to experience the life, we need to wake up. When you are in the sleep, there is no observer. You are in that nothingness, you are in that bindu. But to understand that everything is existing, every soul, every energy, every possibility, we need to wake up. But we are in this movement, actually. So our journey is dynamic, it's not a static journey. So that's why some days you come down, you feel low, sometimes you are higher, you feel good, you keep moving. Same, that is called emotional evolution. Emotion is energy in motion. That if you ignoring your emotion, you are ignoring the evolution. You are saying that I am not a feeling person, I am a dead body. That's the best word. If you have feeling, you are not a dead body, you are alive. So you are keep on changing. We keep on changing, but what is created is a shame. Every child, knowingly or unknowingly, they went through this shame that if I love this today and tomorrow my love changed, means I am in shame. So that's why people are shame when they are sick. To yesterday I'm healthy. So when I change to illness, I am shame. And we carry the shame of changing from illness to health also. It's very interesting. When you are ill, it's today you are ill, tomorrow you are ill, day after tomorrow you are in a terminal illness, and you believe that wow, it is very same. I am very much insane. Wow, I am the trustworthy human being because I am same. And is it possible for you to change to health? Those who change the shame, they heal their illness instantly. They come out from things instantly because the health is inside you, same as the illness is inside you. Everything is inside you. Everything. Vitamin D is inside you. Vitamin C is also inside you. Only thing is what we are doing through food, what we are doing through supplements is to activate what is already inside you, which is numbed inside you. Some people, they are numbed their insulin inside you. So we need some insulin from outside. Already it is inside you, but it is numbed. It is not working. It says that I am cutty with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't like you. So, but what we normally do is we go outside. We go outside to activate this. But the evolution means we need to change. We need to evolve. Yeah, once upon a time, we are monkeys, we are walking in four legs, fine. Still, are you doing this? So every science, every industry, everything need to evolve means changing. So those who are ready to change, even in the medical industry, I see a lot of doctors, they started working on alternate medicines. They started learning alternate medicine. Why? Because they want evolution. They don't want to be static. They don't want to be a rigid person. Here I like to share about a beautiful concept. Today morning meditation coming is Mahabharata. Yesterday Priya shared Mahabharata in our WhatsApp group. Mahabharata, you are seeing about adharma and dharma. What is your dharma? Dharma means swadharma. A dog is a dog and a cat is a cat is the swadharma. When you are a cat, you are saying meow, meow, meow. That is your swadharma. You can't expect cat to say bow, bow. Maybe nowadays some changes are happening. Recently, there is a video I saw. A goat is speaking bow, bow. I don't know whether it is AI or real, but maybe that possibility exists. But the Swadharma means who you really are inside. So in the Mahabharata, there is a space called Arjuna is killing, or I'm not saying the word killing, Arjuna is defeating Bhishma Pidamaha. What Krishna is doing is, Krishna is putting Shikandi in front. Who is Shikandi? Shikandi is one who realized that I am the man and I am the woman. The both existing me simultaneously. I am the darkness, I am the light. I am the both. I am the pain, I am the pleasure. So once the Shikandi is coming in the front, things are neutralized. So Bhishma Pitamaha is not defeated. He moved to the dual plane to non-dual plane. So he accepted. That's what happened in Mahabharata. He moved from duality to non-duality. Because what is duality means, if I am a teacher and you are all students, if I am a speaker, you are the audience. This is duality. A singer needs audience, a speaker needs audience, a doctor needs patience, a healer needs people who need to be suffer. So that's why I always say I don't want to be a healer. I want to go beyond the healer. We need to go beyond, because healer is, so I heard a lot of people, they are healers, they go through a lot of suffering. Interesting paradox existing in this world. I heard about a lot of psychologists, they keep on healing patients who are suiciding or suicidal tendency. They work on those issues. At the end of their life, they suicide. Why? Because both exist simultaneously. When you are not aware about, when you are a doctor, you need to aware that the patient is not outside, patient is inside. You are the patient, that's why you are the doctor. I am the healer because I am suffering. So I don't want to suffer, so I am going beyond the healer. So what we do, we go transcending from this duality to non-duality. That is our dharma. Adharma means you are in this dual plane in a singular direction. That's what it is mentioned as blindfolded. Dhritarashtra. He's blind. He's blind. He's not seeing what their son is doing, what their people are doing. He is simply blind. That king is blind. Inside you, all of you are holding this blind personality. We are holding the blind person, we are holding the Duryodhana inside, we are holding the Krishna inside, Shikhandi inside, Bhishma Pitamaha inside, Arjuna inside. So where is the Mahabharata is not outside. Mahabharata is inside you. So where is the adharma? Adharma is inside you. So why we need to awaken the cosmic self? When you awaken the cosmic self, that time you understand, okay, now there are a lot of issues happening around the globe. The possibility of calamities is coming. Predictions are there. Earthquake can happen, flood can happen, tsunami can happen, anything can happen. Or another wave of such what we called as corona type, another wave of something can come. But we need to question why it need to come. Collectively, when you take a decision to move beyond, that's what happened in Mahabharata. That's why in this day, the energy around this universe, that global, has a similar energy of Mahabharata. Yuddha time, Kurukshetra Yuddha. That same energy, it's not negative, it's a positive. Moving beyond duality to non-duality, that possibility exists. Moving beyond. So that is our real dharma. To move beyond, first thing we need to accepting that our love changes. Because we are not machine. It's a flow. Our preference changes. For that, actually, we need to change a deeper belief that a lot of people they carry, even people who witnessing the Christ crucifixion, because all these events happen to the universal level. So people carry the feeling that they will love me more. They means others. My parents love me more if I suffer for someone. If I suffer, and if I speak or if I'm honest in myself, I be rejected.
Can I
Once
share
hello?
sir, can I share my own example in this?
Yeah. You speak, okay.
It happened when I was having issues with my eyes and I was healing on my eyes, and suddenly I started getting this jelly-like substance and rainbow in color and all that. So doctors might say something and all for that, but in metaphysics we call it as laws of the universe. And it was law of truth trying to communicate with me. So the communication was this, that when I regressed into that space, what came in was that all the situations I went into was those situations wherein I had to handle difficult spaces, like too much of pain, and it had reached space wherein I couldn't take it. So my belief was I have to endure extreme pain to evolve. This was the belief I was carrying. So why the law of truth interfered was because I was not willing to stand in my swadharma, which is I don't have to actually go through the suffering. I was creating the suffering one after the other, so that, you know, yeah, before I had the belief, like what Sir said, was to get acceptance, to feel that I'm wiser and things like that. Later on, the belief was to evolve. So all these things, when we understand it from an inner perspective, we understand that we are not following what our real self is destined to be, rather than we are following what is given to us from the outside world. Even I would say that adharma is not just doing something wrong. It is also not allowing what is right to unfold naturally. For example, if you are a mother and you have been raising your child with everything, all the things, you're giving good education, all the discipline, everything, you're telling you should be doing this, you should be doing that. The child is disciplined so well. And when the child reaches the um, teenage, the child can come and, yell at you and say that, stop all this nonsense. You're not even letting me breathe. So that day you might realize that you are not allowing the child to be in his true self. You're just continuously hammering things on him or her, saying that you should be doing that, you should be there. So you're actually taking out the natural way of the child to unfold. That's also going against, that's also adharma. So I just wanted to share this. You can continue, sir.
Yeah. Actually, we are learning through adharma. So don't feel guilty that, oh, I am an adharmic. Adharmic is the first stage. So one of the pain humanity is holding right now is pain of betraying your truth in silence. Sometimes we betray by silence. Even not silence doesn't mean that you are not speaking. Silence means you are not acknowledging. Acknowledging what? Acknowledging all part of our own self. We are not just a single human. We are a crowd. Whoever you are meeting, that is also you. Something you are disturbed, it's like a mirror. You are that person is helping. So that's why Eckhart Tolle always say relationship is not a fairy tale. Relationship is to make you conscious. make you more aware, but we are always in that cinematic format. Juliet, Romeo, that's not all the time relationship. People want to be in soulmate connection. We want to run that feeling that, oh, everything is, it's there. It happens. But the purpose is more, be more conscious, become more aware, become more natural. So we need to acknowledge what is our inner truth in every moment. So the act of integrity comes once you accepting and telling to yourself that this is my truth. Even if whatever the others are telling, it's wrong, it's bad, it's that and this, but what is your truth? What is your truth in that moment? When you accept it, you evolve. For example, if a child feels all the time in games or something, that child may feel that, okay, killing is okay. I can kill anything. But even the child accept the truth inside, there is a possibility of evolution comes. But when we deny the truth, we become that. So that's why in parenting, we never allow the child to deny anything. When you encourage that, don't say this, don't do this, don't do that, because we are telling them to deny. Whatever they deny from their reality, one day they become that. Once I heard about Dr. Newton share about a person he did a session to a person who is homosexual. And he shared about that in the inner child work, when he is being with his own gender, happy, hugging and everything. It's only hugging. It's friends. They are hugging. They are giving kiss to each other. That's it. That's only exists as a child. But parents keep on telling, don't do this. Don't kiss the same gender. Even don't kiss anybody. But what happened? The child keep on, especially in that time, the child is doing things to the same gender, loving the same gender, and the parents are against it. Parents are fearful about that because parents fear that this child may be homosexual. They fear and they resist, and what happened? The child become that. The parent is responsible for that act of denying something. Sometimes when you embrace something, when you accept something, there is a relaxation comes. But when you deny, those who in the home, they want to drink, they want to smoke, they want to use drugs, in the home, they more speak about this is something bad. Whenever you say something bad, immediately a part of our mind want to explode. What is this bad? When you say Ravana is bad, oh, I want to be Ravana. A lot of people are telling that. I don't want to be Rama and suffer like this. I want to be Ravana and enjoy. Because our mind is wired like that. So it is coming from that shame. When you deny something, you experience shame. So when you honor something, you release from that shame. Whatever you need to honor, but because now you are the adult, you are not the child. When your parents said this is bad, when your teacher said this is ugly, in this moment, when you honor what you are, you come out from the shame. And also when you forgive yourself, you come out from the guilt of what you did also. Because even someone is shamed you doesn't mean that you are not going to do. You definitely do in a secret way, secret time. So it gives so much, because I know there is a time period when I'm a child, my elders are smoking. I have a lot of feeling that I also want to smoke. So once I and my cousins, they both created a cigarette. But what happened? My father, who comes and see this, what he did is, I always feel amazing because he did something amazing. He did not, you're not doing like this. I will give you how to do this. He make it, he smoke it, and he said, okay, you smoke. How you feel? Wow, good. So that what happened, it creates a lot of detachment. It's not making addiction. Even in the teenage, I enter into that, I can come out. Whenever I want, I can come out. I'm not addicted or attached to something because my father itself helped me to honor something people calling as a bad habit. So I'm always grateful to my father because rather than telling this is bad, this is not good, honoring it. Even when I watch the movie with my parents, it's all Mohanlal movie. People are telling, don't watch this movie. I forget the name of the movie. But I listen my parents, they are talking in a nice way of that relationship. Mohanlal is making a girl into a prostitute. That's a way that story is moving. It's an amazing, intelligent Padmarajan's creation. But a lot of parents said, don't watch this movie. But my parents encouraged me so that I got a lot of understanding about sexuality. That shame of sexuality is not come from that age. So parenting is so important. When you open it, when you accept it, don't treat this is bad, this is that. Bad creates duality. When you say this is good and this is bad, creates duality. Rather than this is something which you can know it, understand it, learn it. Everything. We are crazy about everything. When you observe nowadays, children are ready to explore everything. But when we give space for them, embrace that space, that exploration becomes more safer in nature. So that's the purpose of dharma, dharmic way. So here I like to share some questions. You can ponder on these questions to be again honest in yourself. First question is, when was the first time I learned that being honest hurts someone? When you are honest and it hurts. For example, I can tell one thing. When I'm a child, I like something, and one day my mother prepared the same thing, and I said, I don't like it. I hate eating this. And she is sad. And I felt something wrong with me. I'm bad. I'm not good enough. Because my mother is hurt. So when you ponder on the question, observe that's the moment you felt I need to suppress my honesty. It can be subtle moments, very silly. Now, when you look, you feel it silly. But as a child, it is very important. When you express your feelings, when someone will come and touch you and you feel, I don't like this touch. When you express the feeling, that person may be hurt. So, anything from your childhood, you can ponder on this question so that you can understand where the shame comes, where you suppress the honesty, where you feel I can't be honest in this life about myself inside. The second question is, what did I believe about myself in that moment? I'm sharing what I believe is something wrong within me. I'm bad. That's the belief which I created inside through that event. Each and everyone may create something different. You can ponder that question. And the last question is, what would I say to my younger self now? These are all happening with your younger self. What you can say to your younger self. So, from my example, I tell to my younger self, my dear younger self, honesty is a virtue. Being honest is more important. The sadness of your mother is coming from her own past. She feels offended because she is unable to take the rejection. That's her responsibility. You don't need to carry, my dear younger self. You don't need to carry that you are the cause of others' hurt. That's a very important thing. We need to accept that we are never ever be the cause of someone is hurting. When you say something and that person is hurt. Can you repeat the second question? What did I believe about myself in that moment? What is the belief which coming to you? And what your younger self is feeling. For example, I said about my belief is I'm bad, and my younger self keep on carrying that belief I'm bad. So I become pleaser. Because I remember after sometimes when I'm in my school days, when I go to my friend's house, my friend's mother give me a sweet. I when I start eating the sweet, I didn't like it. It's so difficult to eat. But the my friend's mother come and ask, how is it? I said, it's okay, it's good. Can I take you one more? I said, no. Okay, it's enough for me. I am satisfied. But what I did is I throw that sweet to the next neighbor's home because I am dishonest there. Because I fear to be honest in that space. That's coming from my inner child wound that I don't want to be bad. Or after sometimes I want to be honest, there is a time comes. So what happens? I take the friendship of arrogance. So I said to people very arrogantly, very rudely, I don't like this. I don't want this. The language changes. Then what happens? Another shame comes. I am an arrogant. So this is the way when you evolving, your emotion become more and more suppressed. Again and again, another labeling comes. That's why I always share people don't label that your relationship are toxic, narcissistic, that this thing, disgusting. Don't use all the word because you are fighting for yourself. When you say I am attracting a toxic relationship, means you are the toxic one. I am attracting a narcissistic person into my life means I am the narcissistic one. That's why I'm inviting that person. That's an ultimate reality, truth. So it's like a two sword. When you want to kill someone, you are also be killed. Your freedom is killed. You see the prisoners, their freedom is killed. They kill someone and they are killed by themselves. That is always happening. So the last question is, what would I say to my younger self now? Find that answer. Okay. If you have any question about this topic, you can ask. Otherwise, we can do meditation. Because I know this is something hard topic. Yes, Charu?
Sir, I have a few memories that just came to me. The second question was more about what did you believe about myself at that moment? Like, did that incident lead to my belief, or
That incident created a belief.
oh, okay, okay.
You believe something. That's why I shared when I said to my mother, I don't like this food. Immediately she is sad, and I start feeling something wrong with me. And I belief which I created is I am bad.
Okay.
So that's why I want to be good in my next stage I'm sharing. When I go to my friend's home, I want to be a good person. So I started pleasing.
Yes.
So actually, we can't tell to our inner child that being good, rather than being good, being honest is the virtue of a human being. So we are all trying to be good in front of the whole world. And what happened? We are risking our honest self. We are killing our own self. How can I be honest? I heard a lot of people. I shared that in one of the constellation when I did a constellation. That constellation it evolved that his mother aborted a child, and he went and asked the mother, "You aborted a child?" She said, "No, I didn't abort a child. How can I abort a child? I'm not that much cruel. I'm not that much." She shared so many things. So what happened after his life became misery because he denied that truth. What he embraced as a sibling, he denied in the constellation. After he denied, and he go through lot of suffering, including his wife in the pregnancy stage, going through suffering. That time he come back. Then again, the constellation brings the same truth need to be acknowledged. Then I go to his home. Then I talked with his mother. I asked the mother, if there is some truth, you please share, otherwise it ruins your son's life. Then she said, yes, I aborted a child. Some people, they feel it's so ashamed. How can I share the honesty? How can I be honest? People may reject me. So what happened? We are creating generational issue by being dishonest. Our ancestors also did something, and we are right now going through. Are you want to create a generation by being disloyal to oneself, dishonest to yourself? You can decide. That's up to your love. There is no compulsion. You can just like your ancestor, you can say, I am just like you. I am also dishonest like you. I am also carrying the dishonest to others. So being honest means honest to oneself. Whatever you did, whatever you experience, whatever you go through, whatever the relationships you go through, everything matters. Everything is pure, divine, and perfection in this particular order of time. Everything is perfect. That's all the part of your evolution. When you denied it, you suffer.
Thank you so much, sir.
So,
Yes.
I have a doubt.
From where?
Janvi.
Okay, okay. Hi. Okay. Yeah. I forgot your name.
Janvi.
Okay.
Janvi.
Janvi. Yeah, okay, Janvi, okay. Yes, Janvi.
Because like we should like the food example, if we don't like it, even if it hurts the other person, we should let them know. But how is it right to like, isn't it sometimes ill manner to hurt someone else? Like if someone gives me a gift and I don't like it, is it right to just hurt them in the process just because we didn't like it? Like sometimes we should just be quiet, right? Like it's the other person.
Yes. I appreciate this question. When you talk about this question, I remember about a time there is a advertisement about pan pasans. There is a pan pasan. You can Google it. You can also get that advertisement. In that pan pasan advertisement, the girl is telling that shadi or mujhse kabhi nahi, because she's telling that I don't like this person. I don't want to marry this person. But after she have the pan pasans, she said very nicely, shadi mujhse kabhi nahi. So that's a way of softness which comes. You can share your truth softly, because we are not telling. First of all, we need to understand that when someone is giving you something, means that person or that thing or that is not bad. You don't like it, that is your thing. Even when you said to someone, because a lot of time what we do is we share reasons, especially in the marriage, especially in the relationship, especially in, for example, Janvi, for a study, for a subject, you said that I don't like chemistry. Okay, I don't like it. But what we do is, I don't like chemistry because chemistry is bad, chemistry is that, chemistry has this. Then we set so many things and make that subject ugly. That creates karma. You can simply say, I don't like it. This doesn't mean that food is not good, that person is not good, that situation is not good, but somehow I am not resonating. That's a beautiful word we can use, is I am not resonating in this moment. Still, if someone is rejecting you from a relationship, it's fine. That relationship is not worth to carry.
So,
Yes. Yes, Atul. Yeah, before Atul, one, Janvi, is that answer is okay?
Yes. Thank you so much.
It's clarify your question?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, Atul.
okay. So, whenever I love a person, like unconditionally love a person, like mostly at the beginning there will be rejection. Then after some time feeling starts. That pattern keeps on coming.
I didn't get that
Like,
point. What is coming?
Like whenever I love a person, like unconditionally,
Okay.
most of the time, in the initial phase, they might reject it. After some time, they might accept it, and then healing starts. And this pattern is recurring. Like,
So what is the pattern you are experiencing inside? What is the pattern you are experiencing inside? Means you are experiencing non-acceptance, rejection. What is that you are experiencing? It doesn't mean that what they're given to you, what you experience in that moment.
rejection.
Rejection. So we need to work on our rejection from our childhood times. First time we experience the rejection in our energy field, and sometimes we feel, especially when your mother reject you, we feel rejection is okay. Rejection is equal to love. The beliefs are forming like that, wiring like that.
But at some point in time during healing, I came to my sense that my mother is the one person who truly loves me, like like that.
Yeah, rejection means actually rejecting any things when is inside you, when you deny it, you are rejecting actually. Anything,
ഞാൻ
even
ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞ കുഴപ്പമില്ല ഇല്ലല്ലോ.
എന്നുവെച്ചാൽ നമ്മുടെ ഉള്ളിൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു പാർട്ടിനെ മാറ്റി വെക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് റിജക്ഷൻ ആണ്.
സംഭവം പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വേറൊന്നുമില്ല. ഞാൻ ഒരാളെ ഭയങ്കരമായി സ്നേഹിക്കുന്നു. തുടക്കത്തിൽ ഇവർ ഇതൊന്നും അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ചെയ്യത്തില്ല, സ്നേഹം ഇതാകത്തില്ല, റിജക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. പിന്നീട് ആ സം പോയിന്റ് ഇവരിന്ന് സറണ്ടർ ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. ഇവരിത് സറണ്ടർ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ ഹീലിംഗ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു. വേറെ ലെവൽ ഹീലിംഗും കാര്യങ്ങളും എല്ലാം ഇതാവുന്നു. ആ പാറ്റേൺ ഒന്നാവുന്നു, ഒരാളിൽ സംഭവിക്കുന്നു, രണ്ടാമത്തെ ആളിൽ സംഭവിക്കുന്നു. അതങ്ങനെ ആ ഒരു പ്രോസസ് ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്യുന്നു.
Because it's a pattern of rejection you are feeling. So that's why we need to heal the first time of rejection and whatever. അതായത് എന്തൊക്കെ ബിലീഫ് ഫോം ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഏതൊക്കെ ബിലീഫ്സ് ആ റിജക്ഷനിൽ നിന്ന് ഫോം ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്, ആ ബിലീഫ്സ് അവിടെ നിന്ന് മാറാതെ റിജക്ഷൻ മാറില്ല. ബിക്കോസ് റിജക്ഷൻ ഹാസ് സം പർപ്പസ് ഉണ്ട് ആ ലൈഫിനകത്ത്. നമ്മുടെ ഈ ലൈഫിൽ റിജക്ഷൻ ഒരു പർപ്പസ് ഉണ്ട്. റിജക്ഷൻ ഈസ് സെർവിങ് പർപ്പസ്.
ഹീലിങ്ങിലോട്ട് പോകുന്ന ആ ഒരു പാത്ത്, ആ പാട്ട് ഭയങ്കര ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ആണ്. അത് എനിക്കും ഭയങ്കര ട്രാൻസ്ഫോർമേഷൻ ആണ്, ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ആൾക്കും ഭയങ്കര ട്രാൻസ്ഫോർമേഷൻ ആണ്.
അത് ചില സിറ്റുവേഷൻസ് അത് ട്രിഗർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് അതുൽ, നമ്മളുടെ ഉള്ളിൽ കിടക്കുന്ന സിറ്റുവേഷൻസിന് ആ ഒരു ചില സിറ്റുവേഷൻസ് ആണ് അത് ട്രിഗർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. യു കനോട്ട് സേ ദാറ്റ് ആ ആളാണ് ട്രിഗർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ബട്ട് വി വിൽ ഫീൽ ആ ആളാണ് ട്രിഗർ ചെയ്തത്. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ ഹീൽ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴും അത് ദർ ആർ മെനി ലെയേഴ്സ് ടു ഗോ ബൈ. ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ആൻസെസ്ട്രൽ ലെവലിലേക്ക് പോവാം, നമ്മളുടെ ചെറുപ്പകാലത്തിലെ സിറ്റുവേഷനിലേക്ക് പോവാം. ഓൾ ദീസ് തിങ്സ് മാറ്റർ. സംടൈംസ് വി ഗോ ഇൻ ടു പാസ്റ്റ് ലൈഫ് ഓൾസോ. റിജക്ഷന്റെ പല രീതിയിലേക്ക് പോവാം. റിജക്ഷൻ ത്രൂ ട്രസ്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കാം, റിജക്ഷൻ ത്രൂ ഫെയിലിയർ ആയിരിക്കാം. സോ വാട്ട് കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് റിജക്ഷൻ യു ആർ ഫേസിങ് എന്നുള്ളത് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചിട്ട് പോകണം.
Actually, rejection is a big subject we need to explore deeply.
ലൈക്ക് ആ ഒരു എന്താണ് എന്നുള്ള, ഞാൻ എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത് ആരും ഇനിഷ്യൽ ഫേസിൽ കാണത്തില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ആദ്യ പ്രശ്നം.
Okay. It need to work, Atul. Actually, we can discuss deep.
ഞാൻ എന്താണെന്ന് മറ്റുള്ളവർ കാണണമെങ്കിൽ ബിഫോർ ദാറ്റ് വീൽ ഹാവ് ടു സീ ourselves.
ലൈക്ക് അത്
We think we know what we are, but that's not the truth. We actually don't know what we are. But only when we go inside like this, so many things opens up. Then we understand, this is also me. It can be a negative side, it can be a positive side. This is also me. But if you want the other person to see this part of you, first you have to acknowledge it. Otherwise, they will not see it.
Yes. Yes, Deepa.
Sir, I am a little confused with that question where you said that the honesty part. that when was the first time we were honest and it was not taken. So I could recollect one of my memories. It is with my father. But uh, when I think about it, I am guilty. I am guilty, and I said, because I said something. I was very young. I was 5 year old, and I said something, and that makes me feel guilty. So in that case, first my guilt has to be addressed, right? Otherwise, just by changing the belief that okay, I was honest, it doesn't work, right? I mean, I'm
And
not able to understand that.
I'm not saying to change the belief. First, you guilty means you feel something you did is wrong.
Yes, yes,
Actually, we need to separate our inner child from that situation. What actually that child is doing. What the child is doing by speaking that truth or something to your father, what the child exactly is doing. Child can do that from the space of happiness, from the space of freedom, even from the space of complaint. But from which space that child is doing?
it was a playful expression. She
It's a
didn't
play.
know what she's saying.
Yeah. You can accepting that child's ignorance of playfulness with people around you. It's an ignorance because maybe sometimes something we can easily share with our peer group is not able to share with the adults.
Mm.
So that discernment that child doesn't have, it's not the child's fault. That child never know the discernment. We cannot expect a child to be very discerned. For example, if my cousin sister's son, when he comes to, if we are, I'm just saying, oh, wow, we can fight, immediately he kick. But when I say, oh, I am the elder one, you are the younger one, how can you kick? That's not working. The child doesn't know, but we can tell to that child, okay, we can play. It's like now it's a playtime. I'm telling to that child, now it's a playtime. That's why I'm doing this, and you can kick. It's fine. But don't do this with all the adult. Maybe some adult may be angry at you.
Yeah.
So it need to be taught because child don't know. Actually, you can leave the mistake of your father to him if he is not correcting you or if he is angry with you or if he is upset with you. That is your father's responsibility, not the child.
Actually, I was more upset because he did not say anything. It was my mother who said, you have said something wrong and your father is hurt.
Maybe your father is lost in some other space at that time, but whatever, if he is not present, if he is not present with your humor, if he is not present with your playfulness,
Mm.
still he is responsible for his lack of presence. You as a child is not responsible. We need to leave that responsibility. That responsibility is guilt. When you are guilty is a message that you are carrying somebody's responsibility. That's why you are guilty. For example, if I'm guilty of hurting someone, actually their hurt is not my business. I simply say something and they are hurt means that hurting can come from any place.
Mm.
So everybody's hurt and everybody's pain is their own business actually. We are telling that it's because of others because we don't want to take that heaviness of responsibility. It's very easy to blame than to take responsibility.
Yeah. So one more question I want to ask. So recently I experienced something with my friend circle nearly 2 months ago, and I have been healing on it on different layers. I was healing on it. In that, again, this honesty part is there. So I experienced something in my friend circle, and I it was very personal thing which I experienced, and I shared with an honesty. I shared with a friend, and what she did, she just went out and she shared about to the other person about whom I said, and that person was sensitive to it even though what I said was honest, but when I came to know, I just couldn't face it. So I have addressed the other parts, but what should I address about myself now? Because I
Here,
said it, I
actually,
wasn't able to face it.
one thing I like to make you clearly understanding is we can talk about the honesty is honest with yourself. Even some places, even when you observe Krishna in Mahabharata, he's telling a lie to Duryodhana that How can you go like this in nudity? Your mother is there, and how can you do? Is a lie, because Krishna knows that why his mother is calling and what she is going to give unto Duryodhana. When Krishna is honest at that time to Duryodhana, Krishna is not honest with Duryodhana, but Krishna is honest with his own understanding about the reality. So honesty is not something you speak it all that way outside. You have that discernment. Some people they are not taking certain things, some people they can take it. But something you intuitively know yourself. So honest means honest of your own understanding inside. For example, if you are talking something bad about your father, you talk directly to your father, maybe your father be angry, triggering, and create a lot of issue. So that time you be honest to yourself for your feeling, and that's why you can tell to yourself that I can acknowledge his feeling, even if he is not taking it. Even people are misunderstanding you, but are you understanding yourself is the most important thing. Are you honoring you for what you feel, what you think? Even if it is your assumption, are you honoring that part of yourself, accepting that this is my assumption also? That's also a part of yourself. So it has nothing to do with we are doing it outside. Honesty is with oneself. That's why we can move to our cosmic self is be honest to yourself. Especially being honest to your love, which is changing, which is evolving, which is maturing. So there is a beautiful thing about mature love is when the love mature, when it awaken, you have a holding space, that compassion for others' pain. Still, you honor your own direction, your path. So mostly what happened, for example, if Deepa, you are telling to your mother that I'm going to go out tomorrow with my friends, and your mother is sad, and you said, oh, she's sad, and you are angry. My mother is always like this. She never like me happy. She never want to see me enjoying my life. She's always like this. This is a cursing. Rather than you can be compassionate that about your mother, whatever her pain, that is for pain. But still, I am going in my path. But by acknowledging that pain and acknowledging what she is telling also, sometimes if your mother or father is telling something, when we are not seeing some truth, we are not listening certain intuition out of our own excitement, maybe sometimes our near and dear ones will tell you. Because mostly when you are excited with something, you are blind. You are in adharma because you are blind. Because you are one pointed. So that time also you can listen, but that listening only comes when you are compassionate to your loved ones, to their pain. When you are listen to their pain, you listen. Because I am following this. Whenever my father said, "Don't go," I listen. Is there anything intuition I'm not listening? I immediately listen. And if I felt, oh, it's just he is just saying, so I simply lovingly I just hug and I go wherever I want to go. But if I look into myself and there is some inner voice also telling something about that going, then I never go. It doesn't mean that I'm listening my father, I'm listening myself. I'm not obeying my father, I am obeying myself. And even I tell to my father that don't think that I'm obeying you, I'm obeying myself. And he is always happy that I'm obeying myself. Because that's what we need. We need our child to obey themselves. Learn to be more intuitive in on their own self. Because we can't rescue everyone all the time. Even our students, our patients, our people who come for healing, you can't always help them. So that is very
Deepa, the
yeah.
guilt you shared in the beginning, actually that guilt is helping you to be compassionate to your father's pain. So,
Yeah.
we are actually learning by carrying that guilt. So you can release the guilt and be compassionate. Normally what we see, especially in our class, I've seen many people say this, that I've started loving myself and I started doing what I really love. And then you yell at the person who is there in your house saying that, no, I am loving myself, I will do what I want. That's not the way we step into what we really want. That's
Yeah, I see this lot of times when you start self-loving, when you are not preparing food for your partner because I love myself. That's not loving yourself. Actually, sometimes you are dishonest to yourself because you, as a person, you really love to serve and you are dishonest to your own serving attitude, your own certain part of you because you don't want to be wounded, you don't want to be rejected.
Sir, on this, I just want to share. I have worked on this with you that I don't know how to cook. And even today, if I go in the kitchen, I'm like, what should I cook? But I do cook. But this I experienced that when a loving person comes in my apartment, in my house, I just cook. I don't know how, but I just cook. And I love to do that. I love to stand in front of the stove. I love to put the ingredients so I can do it. So I understand what you're saying. And the other example which you gave of your father, that sometimes he's telling you not to go and you're listening to the intuition. That happens to me when my sibling, when it's like I'm flowing, I'm going with something and I'm flowing with it. The moment she asks me, it's something triggers in my heart. And there is a fear, even though she's younger to me. She's 3 years younger to me and she's so distant. She lives in US. She's far away, but she will ask me something and it triggers something. And the shift that I experience is very sudden, that whatever I'm doing, immediately I come back in the balance space. Oh my, balance space that, oh my God, what am I doing? Am I supposed to do this? Should I do this? Should I not do this? But every time it is taking a trigger. She doesn't know what I'm doing, but she will just ask one question and it invokes a fear in me.
Yes. That's the way we can work ourselves. Because people around us are all part of our soul group or soul members coming us for our evolution. And we are also coming for their evolution. We are all helping each other in the evolution process. Okay. So start meditation. Oh, there is one more meditation boy. It's Ruti. I can meditate.
Huh?
Wow.
മറ്റേ സൈഡ് മുഴുവൻ കീറിയോ
Yeah, you can mute
അങ്ങനെ
everyone.
കൊണ്ടില്ല ഇതൊന്നും ഇഷ്ടാണേ
Rekha Bipin, can you mute your audio?
ചാർജ്
So, Priya, are you stopping the record and starting again or continuing?
If I do that, okay.
Whatever you
We'll continue. It will be
continue.
hassle. Okay.
So, when you are ready, you can close your eyes. You can open your eyes. Only others can. All adults can close your eyes. If there is child can open the eyes. Adult can close the eyes. Once you close your eyes, completely observing your in-breath and out-breath. And slowly and gradually move your attention to your heart space and observe the breath in your heart center. Each and every breath is coming, expanding the love energy inside you. Each and every breath is expanding the unconditional space inside your heart. So in this moment onwards, with every breath, allowing your heart space to expanding. First, I like you to feel the heart space is expanding in wider levels in both sides, on your left side and right side. And keep allow the heart space to expanding downward, expanding upward, and extending forward. In all direction, allow your heart to expand. More and more your heart is expanding in all other areas. You start feeling that you are inside your heart space, and your heart space is like a ball of light. Feel your heart space is ball of light. You are simply inside the ball of light. And you can witnessing this ball is expanding. Keep on expanding in all sides. In the back side, front side, top, bottom, right, left, in all side, eventually it is expanding. And you can feel like you are sitting in the center of the ball, and the ball is completely covering the whole room where you are sitting. And keep on be within your breath. Continue with your breath. Feel your heart space is touching the walls, the roof, the ground, every part. You can see whatever is included in that room is included inside your heart space. The laptop, the table where you are using, the chair, everything is inside this ball of light. See every minute things inside. And keep on expanding the ball of light, expanding to a space where your whole home or your apartment, your entire building inside your heart space, so that you can see the sky clearly. You can see around. You can feel the ground. You can feel the Mother Earth ground. Keep on expanding, feel the sky. Completely allow your enthusiasm to keep on expanding, expanding and expanding. Feel the entire country you are right now is inside your heart space. So your heart energy is feeling love to the country you are in. Every human, every animal, every plants, every being, including mineral kingdom, all the kingdoms are inside your heart space, and keep expanding. The whole world is inside your heart space. You can feel that the Mother Earth is inside your heart space, and it keep on expanding. And you are there, the Mother Earth is there. So many things are inside, all the people, everyone, your friends, family members, strangers, everyone is included inside the heart space without any exception. A total acceptance of all beings inside your heart space without victim, perpetrator, good, bad, right, wrong. So the whole Mother Earth is inside the heart space, and keep on expanding your heart space to feel the entire solar system, the sun, the moon, the planets, the stars, everything is inside your heart space. So keep on expanding your heart space, feeling your heart energy, your love energy is touching everything, and keep on expanding, going beyond the solar system, beyond, traveling through Milky Way galaxies, and extending your energy through multiverse to the universe, the heart of the universe. You keep on expanding the energy, and this energy, one with the whole universal energy, you become more bigger and bigger, and still it has space to expand, infinite space to again and again. Every breath you felt wow, there is an immense possibility of expanding. Everything is inside, nothingness is inside, every possibilities are inside. So in that space, you can say to yourself, to the younger version of you, feel the younger version is inside this heart space, inside your heart energy. You can see all that younger version of you, different younger version. That younger version keep changing the love, evolving that love. The emotionally keep on shifting from one emotion to another, using the emotions, using that energy, and feeling shame, feeling guilty, feeling fearful of expression of emotions, expression of love, fearful of rejections, abandonment, betrayal. Just see that part of yourself, and you can tell to that self, I see you, and I love you so much. Forgive me for denying you, disown you, or not attending you, or not giving enough presence to you. So tell to that self, I honor the love you once felt. Or you can say to yourself, like, I honor the love I once felt. So you can feel that inner child is getting that energy of love once felt. And I release the shame of it changing. So whatever the shame, whatever the guilt, whatever the situation, you can change that shame, release that shame of changing it. And I trust the wisdom of my evolution. It's keep evolving, keep expanding. So completely embrace that part of yourself inside your heart. Being honest with that self, being honest with all the changes without judging, without labeling, just acknowledging all the changes happens in your love energy. You can tell to that part, it's not a fault, it's a part of evolution, this change. You can tell to that part, you don't owe anyone a lie to keep their comfort. You can accepting that everyone is carrying their own self. They carrying their own stories, their own karmas, their own wounds. So whatever the hurt other people are expressing is coming from their own deeper karma, deeper samskara. So we together can hold a space for their pain. We can compassionate to that pain. We can see everyone's pain become more compassionate and allowing everyone that space to express it freely in this heart energy space. Feel like everyone can just cry it out, release that grief they are storing inside. It's like the water they are storing. Allow to release the water like a bubbles floating in this universe. You can encourage every being you are touching your heart, whether they are alive, whether they are in higher planes. You can encourage them, whether you felt you are the reason for their hurt. You can encourage them to release that grief which they are carrying, which is entangling both of you in the form of bubbles, releasing that bubble. and give freedom to yourself to move towards resonance. Freedom for resonance, and telling that part of yourself, you are moving towards more resonance. That's not betrayal, that's evolution. We are all moving towards our own resonance. What is aligned with ourself, aligned with our vibration. That's what is happening. We are not rejecting, we are not abandoning, we are not betraying each other. We are all moving towards a field of resonance, and that resonance is helping everyone to evolve. So we can communicating to the nature, communicating to that vast field of nature, which is planning for certain catastrophes, certain calamities. You can communicate to that energy that thank you for warning us. We desire to look within, and we can hold as friends. We together work to experience evolution without the need to create more sufferings. I'm ready to look into the mirror of what is showing in the nature, in the form of thunder, rain, in the form of hot heat, in the form of any tsunamis, any earthquake, whatever the sign which is coming far beyond, which is hitting and knowing in our satellites. Once we are aware from the deep of our heart and we look within and opening ourselves to this collective energy, feeling that we are all one, we are one being, including this Mother Earth, nature, all the elements, we are all part of one.
Now imagine a beautiful ribbon of starlight stretching across the sky, weaving through the planets, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Feel this ribbon connecting you to them, to their ancient light, to their eternal wisdom. And as you breathe, feel your own start points, your energy centers, your chakras gently pulsating, syncing with this celestial ribbon, feeling your root chakra opening like a star and pulsating and syncing with this celestial ribbon, feeling your sacral chakra opening like a star, pulsating and syncing with this celestial ribbon, opening your solar plexus chakra like a star, gently pulsating and syncing with this celestial ribbon, opening your heart chakra like a star, pulsating and syncing with this celestial ribbon, opening your throat chakra like a star, pulsating and syncing with this celestial ribbon, opening your third eye center, like a star, pulsating and syncing with the celestial ribbon, opening your crown chakra like a star, pulsating and syncing with this celestial ribbon. You're not separate. You are part of this vast constellation. Allow the light of the planet remind you that you are always safe and protected. You are guided. Now feel yourself as a constellation of your own, woven into the fabric of the cosmos. You are loved because you are part of this universe. With your next inhale, draw in a soft, iridescent light from the source that glides down your spine, and with the exhale, let out a soft sigh, allowing this light to become a gentle blanket around you, holding you in warmth and trust. Now set your intentions. What blessings would you like to invite tonight? What do you deeply desire on a soul level? Feel your intention beginning to vibrate softly in your third eye space. A warm golden glow of light rising upwards from your third eye into this vast light of constellation formed above you. Let your breath carry it upwards into the light of creation, along with the beautiful, divine, powerful, synchronizing energy from the sixth planet. Trust it is received. Now breathe into your heart. Feel grateful and thankful that it has already happened, that you have already received it, that you are that. You are vibrating in that. Allow yourself to inhale deeply and exhale all the way out. Allowing yourself to be in this vibration. Observe what signs of good fortune is beginning to appear before you. Allow them to arrive. They are here to remind you you are exactly where you need to be. Now visualize a collective circle of all of us together, holding hands around the earth. Together we hold the vision of a world in balance. Flood waters receding, lands are nourished, there is more love and compassion, releasing the need for any wars. All hearts are awakening to compassion. All beings are safe. Dharma is restored within you, within every part of earth. Let love be the law, and let the earth and all beings be at peace. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in and feel a pink light from your heart flowing towards the earth. All of us standing in a circle around the earth, holding hands, sending love to the earth, to every being on earth, allowing the awakening to be even more smoother, even more easier, even more enlightening. Feel the earth awakening to love. Feel yourself awakening to love. Observe everything from a higher perspective. Your own self, your own life, and every life that exists. You can say, May all beings everywhere be joyful and free.
Completely feel that energy and slowly bring your awareness to your body. Completely receive that vibration and energy and experiencing in your body, being more aware about your entire body from head down to your toes. Slowly bringing that heart energy, expanded energy, slowly coming back, integrating in your chest space, integrating all the chakras, aligning your energy right now. Just fill yourself with a white light. It's like we are bathing under a white light. Feel each and every part of the body. Slowly take a deep breath, inhale as much as you can, and exhale through your mouth, just like a breeze, letting go anything you are holding which is not serving you. And through the breath, you are inviting all part of yourself from different dimensions, different frequency back to in this moment. I am calling all the part of myself in different dimension and different frequency back to my heart energy right now. And slowly rub your palms, place on your eyes and open your eyes. Thank
Before
you.
we get, sir, 1 minute. Shana's asked a question: isn't disciplining a child a duty of the parent, or does the child have to be let to be themselves? It's confusing. Actually, disciplining when it is out of anger, or when you want to control, or if you're going to shame the child, or you're going to do a guilt trip, or the child feels unheard, unseen, all this discipline is not going to help. So disciplining out of love is the best way, out of compassion, out of truth. If you can be firm, but not by making the child scared or fearful, like, by punishing the child.
And most
Shanas,
biggest,
are you still here?
be an example is the very important thing. For example, I see a lot of parents, they are telling to the child that don't use the phone, but the parents are keep on using the phone. It's not discipline. It's a bad example. So when you show, because I did this experiment with my son, that mostly rather than telling something to do, we started doing that same thing. For example, when we are coming and sitting in our dining table, we are eating, so they also feel it's a good environment, it's a happy environment, there is a less conflict environment, they also like to participate. If child is feeling any sort of energetical conflict, child want to avoid. So discipline, rather than the word discipline, means first we need to be a disciple of our own self. We need to follow our inner instruction and be an example, actually. Everything, even when you wake up, when you do certain things, be an example and encourage them by giving. That's called nurturing discipline. We need to encourage them. That feeling that this is not a punishment, because morning when you wake up and brushing teeth is such a punishment. When you feel you don't want to do it, you want to escape. Even waking up, when you wake up, it's something wow. You need to give that feeling of wow, rather than you are disturbing the sleep, putting water on their face, angry at them, yelling at them. Then they feel it's better to sleep. So nurturing with a lot of love, that's what is important. Yeah, definitely a mother need to share so many things to a child. Even a girl child's mother need to tell the child how to behave with boys, and boy child how to behave with girls. It's all means to how to respect. I'm not saying behaving means not to speak, not to do, not to look. That's not the thing. How to respect. That's a very important thing a parent need to share with the child. How to respect the other gender, both ways. That's a part of nurturing the discipline. Respect, it doesn't mean you need to bow down or you need to say namaskaram. That's not the respect. Respect comes from the inner space. So that all child will learn by observing. Child is an amazing observer. So when you are saying someone, when a person comes in your home and you say, "Oh, namaste," wow, you sit down, and after he go back and you are telling that what a stupid person this, the child will note this. These are all things will come in certain healing sessions. That's why I'm sharing. So lead by example. Be an example. Yes. Anybody want to share? Anybody want to ask? Or we can wind up.
Sure. Mhm.
Last
Thanks
but
to
not,
all of you.
yeah, last but not least, I want to share one thing is to take the ownership of our own choices in each and every moment of life is the one way of being honest. Because today, now, in this moment, you choose to attend this meditation. That's your choice. You own it. You be happy about it. Every choice. Even you are serving someone, even you are listening to someone, that's your choice. Even being a victim is my choice. Even being a perpetrator is my choice. Life is full of choice. We cannot say that I listen this because that person is angry, because that person is going to punish me. But it's your choice because you have other choice. So take the ownership of your choice. That is the best way to be honest with oneself. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, I
Thank
have a
you.
question.
Yeah, Deepa want to. Yeah, Deepa.
Yeah, I want to ask if you can elaborate on that part which you explained before the meditation, that the doctor who is operating and the patient, they are the same. It is one. Can you explain that? Because you mentioned about healers, that when healers are working with people, you say that you are not a healer, you are beyond. So when you are working with somebody, when you're working with a client or someone you're giving a healing session, you said that you're not doing like they are not outside, they're within us. How do we bring that awareness? If you can little bit elaborate on that.
Because first of all, we always feel like I am coming for healing, to heal the world, heal to experience the world, change the sufferings. Actually, we are coming to learn the healing is our own curiosity, our own experiments. So more we understand that deeper truth of why I am coming here. And definitely other people are coming to experience the healing. That is their curiosity. They are coming to experience. It doesn't mean that they are something, they have some problem. That problem means they are lesser than us. Healers are more. If a teacher feels, oh, I am greater and the students are lesser, or a singer is feeling, or a speaker is feeling, I am greater and those who are audience, they are lesser. No. We are all in same platform. We are all equals. That is the space you go beyond. Because you are not healing. You are not doing this. It's an experience. So you start experience what is happening there. When we stick to identity is our pride. So people think that, okay, here this world is suffering. So here we need a lot of healers. That is actually pride. World, more healer come, more sufferers also come. More we create healers, more sufferers come. So don't create healers. Don't create a doctor. Only create someone who is beyond doctor. That is needed. That I learned from Swami Shivananda. He's a doctor, but he understands he can't do anything to serve the world in that way. So he become beyond the doctor. So that identity he drop. I'm not saying that you are not going to practice doctor or you are not practice healing. The identity, once you leave the identity of something, that identity make you to be same. That identity not allow you to transform, not to change. The identity to give. For example, if a father and mother, when you observe, if a father is the one who gives the seed, and mother is the one who is receiving the seed. But through the receiving, she becomes a giver also. Giver of what? Giver of birth to a child. At the same time, the father is giving and he is receiving as a father through that act. So every moment there is giving and receiving existing simultaneously. Once you understand this, you are beyond. Once you feel I give and someone is receiving, means you are separated. I am giving because I am receiving. Some satisfaction, maybe it can be a satisfaction. Now I am giving this class, I am receiving some satisfaction. But in the material plane, for an energy exchange, we do certain things for our survival, for our living. We are saying, okay, we charge money, we charge this much, this. It's all for our things. But actual truth is, we say that energy exchange. Actually, energy means exchange always happen. When you love someone, you are also feel loved inside because you are sharing the love. That so every moment the giving and receiving happens simultaneously. But we are not aware about it. So we feel. That's why some healers they say that I'm giving healing and I'm tired because you are giving. That's why you are tired. When you are receiving, you are not going to be tired. I'm doing this because I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm enjoying. I'm not someone who is so low and I'm helping. No, because we both are same, we are playing this drama. So we are learning, we grow, we understand so many things. There is nobody lesser. So we understand those people who create so many issues, they are amazing people by creating so many issues also. It's wonderful. So you are treating headache and cancer same. You are not feeling cancer is something terrible, headache is something small. No, everything is same. But we created this form, the name, the identity, and make it something bigger. That is duality. So leave the duality. I'm not saying don't do anything. You continuously do whatever you enjoy, you do. It doesn't mean that Priya is not going to take classes and create healers. She keep on create healers. It's not because the world is suffering, people are suffering. It's because that creation is part of joy. Then that creation is to a non-dual creation out of joy. If mother is telling that, oh, I want a child, interestingly, when we said that, okay, that person betrayed me, give me a child and went away. If that mother doesn't want a child, that mother is not in that love, that child never comes. But sometimes we are interested in this drama, and our movie industry is enhancing this drama. I'm not against movie industry. I like movies. Yesterday also I watched so many movies. But we need to be aware about each and industry what they are doing. Today, one Facebook question comes interestingly. When everyone in the humanity they started speaking truth, there is no lie. Which industry is going to collapse?
I read it. So many people have responded, politicians.
Yeah. So then what I feel is there is no law. There is no court. That's not needed that time. Yes. So three things are changing you from the dualities: form, name, and identity. When there is a form, we give a name, and that name becomes an identity. And this entangling ourselves in that place. That's the reason I'm not creating a course and giving you a certificate. Even I create a course, I'm not going to give a certificate, because certificate makes you identity, and you are identified with that certificate. I don't want to do that, and I'm asking everyone to drop this. Even Kerala University, that university, drop this. Don't give certificate. You give education. Don't give certificate, because they are not identified with that. Once you identify with that, ego will comes. That's why people say, I am the director, I am the movie maker, I am the film actor, I am the singer, I am the doctor. Interestingly, one time when I attended a workshop of Patriji, one person comes and tells that my name is, I am Doctor so and so. So immediately, Patriji, you born with this identity? You born as a doctor? Even the name itself is an identity given by our parents. We need to go beyond that name also. This name, our caste name, our society name, our what we say, home name, we are identified with so many things. So come out from all that. Anyway, that's the reason I'm again and again sharing. Don't say this word, toxic people. Don't say this word, because one day you become most toxic in this world when you keep saying that word. Toxic relationship. I never see any toxic relationship anywhere in the world. These are all people are creating as an advertisement. Toxic relationship. What is toxic relationship? There is nothing. Everywhere there is fight. There is some issues are there. Narcissistic personality, that personality, wild personality. Even we need to delete all the name of victim, perpetrator, all the names also as only for the education purpose, then drop it. Because some people are attending this course and even they are talking in their home that you are the perpetrator now, I am the victim of the reality. Don't use that words in your home. Don't use all these psychology, all these subject in your home. It will ruin the relationship. Okay, thank you.
Listening to him, don't start judging yourself. Sometimes you're all on the path of, sometimes you go behind the certificate. Sometimes you do tell that the relationship is toxic. But as time goes by, life will teach us and you'll drop all that. He's telling from his experience.
Yeah, but
Hello?
why we are doing certain class, we are doing these things is once if a person fall into a pit, they keep on telling that there is a pit. It's a love. You can take the love, you can fall into the pit, come out, raise like wow. Choice actually. That's why our masters, whatever they learned as breath, observe your breath. Buddha spent 7 years to understand Anapanasati meditation. 7 years. But we learn simply, easily. Why? Because Buddha shared that wisdom to the whole humanity. Yes, Deepa, again you raise your hand on.
But again, I have a question that when you said don't use these terms in your family, then how do we talk? Because when you are working on yourself, when you're reading books on that, it is very natural. It's not like you are projecting something, but sometimes it becomes natural. Like, okay, gratitude, consciousness, these words now are very normal to us. So how do we communicate with our family? Because when we talk like that, they don't understand and it
Before this,
backfires.
before this knowledge, you are communicating with your family, right? Before we are a healer, you are communicating.
Yes.
So we know how to communicate. Why we need this language to communicate? We can use this language when there is an appropriate time. You can say something because
So
we are identify that your father doesn't want a healer. Your father wanted daughter.
exactly. Like this is something which I understood nearly like 6, 7 months ago, and I started walking this path that I don't have to be healer all the time. When I'm with my friends, I'm just a friend, not a healer. So I have started changing my vocabulary and started using more simpler terms. Or if I'm making a statement, I will not give out a statement just like that randomly. So I am already on the path, but still sometimes it's difficult. For example, when I shared that I said something, but what I said was, I don't feel safe with this person. So when I say I don't feel safe, it's not like I'm not physically safe. What I meant was emotionally I don't feel safe. But it was like it blasted out of proportion and it was like it backfired on me. So then we can't just use certain terms just like that. So I'm learning, but sometimes I don't understand and I just say it. And I'm understanding it only after it has done everything.
We already shared. We do through examples learn and drop.
Yes.
You slowly understand what language is best in your family, what language is best in your friends group. There are some language, sometimes silence is also a best language. Only thing is don't identify with something. That's it. Even with
See,
language. I mean,
all these things comes with awareness step by step. So don't think that, okay, sir said this from tomorrow onwards, I'm totally going to. It's not going to work like that. You bring in the awareness, you start observing your thoughts, your words, how you are, like that only you develop that. Overnight, it may not work sometimes like that.
today I have a talk with Ladhu. In that talking, actually, there is one thing evolving is this talking is why we need to share all these things to people, why we need to talk everything, why we need to do this. There's some question. But what insight which is brought at that time is sometimes when you read a book and some of your friends say, oh, you read that in that book? So immediately you notice, I didn't see that part in that book. Then you go the back, and when you take the book, you immediately see that part. Because even the book we read completely, sometimes we miss a lot of part in that book. Same way in the life, we will listen so many things. It helps us to see the life in a bigger way. That's why now we are all blessed with so many things we are listening every day. It only broader the perspective. It doesn't mean we need to listen or we need to obey something. To broader that perspective, if I'm sharing whatever I am channeling or feeling or knowing or experience, it to broader your perspective, not to obey anything, not to do from tomorrow, because some things we take time. But that idea, that concept, when you keep on listening, it makes some shift inside in your perception. Because when you observe masters Osho, they are doing, or the Krishnamurtis, they are doing the work for a long time. Jaddu Krishnamurti, they are doing a lot of time. Ramana Maharshi is talking, Ramesh Paramahamsa is talking. Now also people are talking. Why? Because it's so needed. Because now there is more distraction. So that's why we need to repeat certain things again and again. So it's don't think that, okay, I listen this tomorrow onwards, I need to obey this. No. Just listen, just allow.
But yeah, you will start observing, like now after this class, if you're going to meet your father and you're going to talk, you will be aware that am I being a daughter or a healer? That's a good thing, right? So you can
Yeah.
shift from the healer to the daughter.
No, I have understood this, and somewhere in my friend space it wasn't there because I have constantly worked with my inner child. So with my parents the relationship shifted, but with my siblings it was still not there. And recently I understood that two of my in my friend circle, two of my friends, because I had little bit problems with my sister, in that spot I kept these two friends. So to them I'm being very protective like a sister. And when this clash happened, immediately it clicked the bulb that, oh my God. And it was in layers. I worked on myself and I was working in layers, and now yesterday it just clicked that, okay, so the problem is I have given this spot that belongs to my sisters, and now all the fight. So when I acknowledged that, it shifted me. It shifted me that no, I have to be a big sister only to my sisters, not to my ex-colleagues or my friends. So I realized that importance of uh, where I belong and who belongs to me, and giving the right place to the right people. So that entanglement I resolved yesterday. So I understand this. And to
That's
my
nice.
friends also, I used to be okay. The moment they will speak something, and Chechi, the problem is all my friends have now become, they will come to me with problems only. Sometimes I feel like I want to work on that part where my friends are just my friends. So they will come and they will start saying something. Immediately, my therapist or healer brain will start working. Okay, they need to work on this. They need to work on this. I now tell myself I don't have to speak, and I don't speak. I keep silence until they say that, can you give some advice? If they are not asking, I don't give. But this constantly will what happens within me. I'm not able to switch it off. It doesn't happen very smoothly. So yeah, I think I need to work on this identity part because I'm very strongly identifying with that part of me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you and grateful to all of you. Bye bye.